Yo, let's get right into it. Like, subscribe. Welcome to everyone returning. Welcome to my day ones, and welcome to my new people. Let's have a deep discussion about life. Let's start from the childhood. You know, I remember growing up, man. I always wondered to myself, where's my mother? You know, I always wondered. I always wondered what life would have been like had she been around. But then I become thankful because my grandma's my mother to me. She raised me. That's my mother. But my biological mother, I always thought to myself, you know, what would life have been like? You know? And growing up, I, after a couple years, I began to understand that this individual wasn't trying to come around. So I decided to make that statement because there's a lot of parents out there now. There's a lot. I'm included. I'm a parent, of a child. Not multiple, just one. That's all I need. But life changes. Maybe people change their mind. Who knows? But I made that statement because, you know, relationships were difficult for me, man. You always seek this love that your grandmother gave to you, which you respect and honor. But then you always also think, what stopped individuals from not being able to have that same type of love to give? But then you learn over time that everyone makes choices. Some make choices to be on drugs. Some make choices to drink. Some make choices to gamble it all away. Some people make choices to better themselves in a short term moment, but then that short term decision has long term life altering effects. But, I remember getting into the teens, and I remember I got in a lot of fucking trouble, man. Always, uh, maybe it's a fight, you know, or throwing rocks at shit, you know. Learned my lesson, by the way. Yes, I got caught. And I just used to do a lot of rebellious type of things. Not too much, but enough to the point I got enough trouble to know I didn't want to keep doing that. So, and I realized those actions that I was doing in that time were because for the love of my mother I seeked, but my grandma gave it to me. So it was just always confusing to me. I mean, as I'm older now, I understand, but back then things were confusing. And maybe there's a young man out there, you know, like myself, who maybe needs to hear this type of video, or female, you know. So it made me understand over time why maybe, I could never understand my parents' relationship, man. Uh, Now, I'm not going to reveal any details specific about these people, just, the situation of not being there, how it's affected my life and why you should be there for your children. You know, should at least a couple times a week see them or talk to them, anything, something. You know, some people can't do it every day. You know, because maybe they're trying to work or but there's a lot of reasons people have, but sometimes those reasons are excuses. You know, put in the work. You know, when you have a kid, you can't really say, you can't be selfish anymore, man. That's your generation. That's your legacy. I can't be as selfish as I used to be anymore. Why do you think I built this business, man? So I can pass this on to my daughter one day. Maybe she want to paint. I don't know what she's going to do. But, it's also affected me too, because I said, see, with the parents not being around and things as such like that, my child's been affected. See, it has affected another generation. It didn't just affect me, it affected my daughter. She doesn't have, uh, well, the other side, yeah, but she doesn't have a grandpa or a grandma, man. She doesn't know them. I don't know where they are. Shit. So it made me really think, like, deeply, like, wow, one choice can affect multiple generations. So be careful of the choices you make, and you know, maneuver through life strategically, man. Don't just make decisions blindly. You know, like in the army, don't follow orders blindly. If an order ain't right, I'ma challenge it. You know, and it depends on the order. It's not just, oh, he told me to do this, I'm gonna challenge it. No, it's got to be like something very serious order, like go run in there and buy. Like, hold on, I'm gonna challenge that, sir. You know what I mean? But yeah, you gotta fight through, and just, you know, the bitter baby mamas and the bitter baby daddy, whoever's keeping the children, don't do that, man. You ruin a whole generation, because then that kid will be stressed from not seeing the parent, and then the next generation she'll be stressed, do the same thing, the same. You don't want to repeat cycles. You want to break these cycles. Create new generations. Every generation should be better than the next generation. Excuse me. Try to hit my throat chakra so I can't get this real ass knowledge out. I feel you though, haters. But yeah, that's the truth. You know, life is all about trying to advance to where you want to get to. Everyone's different. If everyone was the same and everybody was a painter, we'd get bored of painting. If everyone was a damn uh, mechanic, we'd all get bored of cars, right? You know what I mean? You like diversify. You like to be, diversity. I want to have different options to choose from, you know. But the options you have to choose from, don't choose the wrong option. Before you make big decisions in your life, like go buy a car immediately or something, man, think about it, man. I wish, a while ago I would have took this mindset, but life is about learning too at the same time. Every time I learn something, I want to teach you guys. That's why sometimes I don't make videos. I gotta let life go by, and then, sometimes ideas just hit me. Oh, I got, But to continue back on topic, the missing parents, man, it's tough, man. As an adult in my life, I think about these things, you know, and holidays aren't really, what everybody thinks of these picture perfect, Merry Christmas and all this shit, but in reality, there's a lot of people out there that don't have that picture perfect Christmas, man, or that family unit, or that gathering. Time goes by, people make dumb choices, family members argue, this or that, and then things just don't become the same anymore. That's what you're gonna deal with when you get older in life. Some families stay strong and stay together, but a lot don't. Because when you lose family members to death situations, or Maybe someone owes you money, or this is just all kinds of problems that happen in families that break up the family units, man. But if we learn to just not argue and be like, hey, let's both discuss what the situation is. Why can't you pay me? Okay, let's discuss it. And, if everybody keeps it real and honest, then we live in a pretty chill world, man. But, what do I know, right? But y'all hear that, man? Do y'all hear that? Yeah. Stay motivated to do the things that you said you were going to do. Stay determined. I'm determined to get 1,000 subscribers, man. So hit that like button and subscribe. And stay out those jail cells, because the same things that you would do illegally, you can do legally. So don't commit no crime, man. And like I said, do y'all hear that, man? I know I keep hearing something, man. I think someone said fucking man. Be in your children's life, man. You don't want it to have long-term effects. Let my generation be the last of this bullshit. Y'all be the new generation to change this shit. And obviously, I'm going to try to be the continuing generation to keep pushing this positive shit, because we can't keep dealing with fatherless generations, motherless generations, broken family units. Keep the family units together and fucking communicate in the relationships so y'all can keep it strong, man. That's usually the problem in a lot of relationships. Nobody communicating. Girl cheating or the guy cheating, man. Communicate. Tell them what you want. What y'all want from each other. Stop playing these games, man. And I'm out, man. Fucking man.